Is there a moment in your life that you feel has really had an impact on shaping who you are today?
Yeah, this moment when, so this is really, really niche, like the actual moment, but it helped me realize something a lot bigger. I was sitting in a theater watching a movie, and I was watching a movie about this person who was like an extreme athlete, and they were just doing all this crazy shit, and I was like, wow, I look up to this person, they're sick, like they're doing really cool shit as well. But the movie that they made, the storytelling, the filmmaking was awesome. And in that moment, I was sitting there, and I was like, yo, I'm an athlete, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm kind of an artist, I'm kind of a filmmaker as well. Like, all of these 4 things in my life that I thought were disconnected, all connect through storytelling and through story. Because that's why I thought earlier when you asked me the question about change, because I was like, all that a story is change. And it's like the biggest thing that I realized sitting there in that moment and realizing that story was why all of this feels so sick and why I'm looking up to this person and why this movie is making me feel like emotional. It's just because it has a really good story. And all that a story is change. And that moment helped me realize that I can change anything by changing the story that I tell. If I'm trying to change anything in the world, like, you just change the way you speak about it, change the story, and everything fucking changes. Whether it's the story I'm telling myself, whether it's the story I'm telling in my content from the example from earlier, or whether it's just a story the world tells itself or people tell itself, like, story changes everything. And I think that's the biggest thing I realized. And that was like, obviously I just realized it at that moment when I was sitting in the theater, like, story is fucking everything here. And that's huge. Like, when you realize that you can change anything by changing the story you tell, it's fucked.